A lady comes to see me. I do not know her from a hole in the wall. She said, I have been recommended to you, and I do not understand what you do. Well, I said, I just do nothing. You sit right there, and I will sit here, and you will imagine that you are telling me you found the lady that you were seeking. Well, this was her request. I haven't seen a friend of mine in over a year, and I'm anxious to see her. Now, what must I do? I said, you sit there and you tell me mentally, don't scream at me. Just simply tell me mentally that you have found her. I will sit just where I am. I will imagine that you are talking to me and you're telling me you found her. So then I say that's enough or that's okay. We'll break the little mental conversation and that's all I will do. So she sat quietly for 5 minutes. I sat quietly for 5 minutes. I imagined she's talking to me and she's telling me she's found her. At the end of 5 minutes, I got up and said, thank you so much. She said, is that all? I said, that's all. Well, she wasn't at all convinced. She walked through the door. She'd never seen me before. And so that was all. She could have told me within the week that she found her, but she didn't. She waited. And this is what happened. She inquired where her friend last was seen, and they said to her she went off to Hartford, Connecticut. So she took a train to Hartford. She was having no faith whatsoever in what we did, because to her, that was the height of stupidity. The height of stupidity was to have faith, yes? Off she went to Hartford. Then she got there, she said, yes, we know her, but she left for Boston. So off to Boston she goes. At the address in Boston, yes, they knew her. She lived here. This was her address, but she left here without leaving any forwarding address. And that's several months ago. So she returns to New York City. One day on 14th Street, shopping at Hearn's department store, she's walking by on the south side of the street. You come out of Hearn's on 14th Street, Union Square. Had she been 5 seconds early or late, they would have missed each other. Because she was right on the button, they ran into each other on 14th Street, right opposite coming out of Hearn's department store. How could you possibly have arranged it? She could not possibly have arranged it. She went to Hartford to spend her good money and time, Boston her money and time, and returned disappointed. But we had planted the seed. I did not know how she would ever know that this person, so she found her. She's walking down 14th Street, and all of a sudden they bump right into each other in front of Hearn's department store. That's how it works. I could sit down and burst all the blood vessels of my brain trying to figure out for her what she should do. You don't do anything. God acts and man reacts.